Welcome everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Yes guys, today I'm actually going to show you this one chart that is going to blow your mind away, because we are aware the price of Bitcoin did found a support around this 53,000 54,000 range, and now we are also hovering between this 56 to 57,000. So what does this actually mean? Are we ready for this new movement here to the upside, or is there any sort of an obstacle we have to overcome for an actual breakout to take place? Because whenever the price of Bitcoin showed an actual breakout, first the price of Bitcoin broke out of this upper line area of this falling wedge. Second, this 20 exponential moving average, you can see, was acting as a strong line of resistance, and once we were above it, you can see we also started this new move here to the upper direction, and the same line which acted as a resistance, the 20 exponential moving average, acted as a support. But before confirming this breakout, we also got information from this MACD, RSI and T3 CCI indicator. MACD had a bullish MACD cross. RSI line started jumping above 50 level, and also the T3 CCI, you can see, appeared in a positive territory, confirming this price breakout. Similar scenario happened here. Price was getting rejection from this upper line area of this falling wedge, right, and also the 20 exponential moving average. But once we broke out of this upper line area, and also price found support above this 20 exponential moving average, we started this new move here to the upper direction. And just like here with the past Bitcoin price action, each and every price retracement, you can see the 20 exponential acted as a strong line of support, and at the same time MACD was also flashing this bullish MACD cross. RSI was also above 50 level, and T3 CCI in a positive territory, confirming this price breakout. And now if we look in our case, guys, you can see a very similar scenario is also unfolding, because we can see the price here is inside this falling wedge. First of all, we are getting rejection from the upper line area, right, and also price is below this 20 exponential moving average that could be acting as a resistance. So that's why if the price of Bitcoin wants to see an actual breakout here in this manner, then we have to overcome this resistance, right, from this falling wedge, and also price must be above this 20 exponential moving average. If that is going to happen, then I'm very sure also the indicators here to the downside, the MACD, RSI, right, and T3 CCI is going to confirm this price breakout. So that's why, guys, that's why as long as we are going to stay above this 53,000 range, there is a very high probability of price also seeing another impulsive movement here to the upper direction, because I am actually expecting a pretty similar scenario to unfollow, just like here from past Bitcoin price action. You can see some more retracement, again consolidation before an actual breakout takes place for Bitcoin. Not just only here, guys, let me also show you this one scenario which actually pointed out that around this 53,000 the market could have bottomed, because we are aware, according to this rising wedge, the price was getting gravitated towards the previous temporary resistance line, which was around 53,000 range. And when we had this price retracement exactly after reaching that area, right, we got a really nice bounce. But the question here is the trend of Bitcoin going to continue this rally here to the upper direction here? And if it's not here in the immediate short term, beside these indicators, what kind of scenario also could be playing out here in a 4-hour time frame around this price range? Let me show you this one very simple chart that should be monitored right now. So now if we look at the price structure here in a 4-hour time frame, you can see one very simple scenario that is unfolding right now with Bitcoin price action. If you simply follow this falling trend line, this falling trend line is acting as a strong line of resistance. You can see it's not letting the price of Bitcoin to break above it, and exactly when we approach around this 58,300, we did got a rejection. But now the question here is the price of Bitcoin actually going to break here to the upper direction? And if it does, then we want this resistance, the falling trend line resistance, to be flipped into support, because you can see we got a rejection here, right, again a price pullback, another rejection here, price pullback. This rejection also led to another price pullback. So that's why we have already got a rejection here in the immediate short term, and we are also seeing this weakness. But if the price of Bitcoin, right, does somehow manage to stay above this 55, 56 and consolidate and flip this resistance to support, then this is going to be a very good sign here in a immediate short term for Bitcoin, because that will also indicate that we have broken out of this very important line of resistance, and we could be starting this relief rally type of scenario here in the immediate short term for Bitcoin. And if you also have watched my video from yesterday, guys, if you look at this price action again here in a 4-hour time frame, you know I made one thing very clear on my yesterday's video. If you simply look at this price structure using this descending channel, we were aware the upper line here was a strong line of resistance, lower line was a strong line of support. But what for us the most important thing was this central line, because this central line was a strong line of support and also strong line of resistance. So that's why I made this very clear on my yesterday video. If the price of Bitcoin is going to break this resistance from this central line, right, around this price range, then there is a very likely scenario that we are going to see another impulsive price movement, because not just only the central line of this descending channel was acting as a resistance, but exactly around that level we had the resistance from the bottom CPI line. At the same time, you can see here, guys, we got a rejection from this central line and also the bottom CPI line. But once the price broke out of the central line and also the bottom line, you can see we headed towards the central CPI line that was lying around 57,000, and we even went higher. And now you can see the price is trying to stay between this 56 to 57,000. So for the immediate short term, guys, we want the price also to find a proper support above this central CPI line that is lying around 57,000. So if the price of Bitcoin today does manage to stay above this 57,000, then there is also high probability that we are going to break out of this descending channel, the upper line area, and also approach around the top CPI line that is lying around 59,200 price area. So these are some of the scenarios what I want you guys to take into consideration. Now we are going to talk about this no-brainer chart that everyone is waiting right now. So if you are aware, I have talked about this Jesse Livermore speculative chart plenty of time in my video, but right now the reason I'm bringing back this one more time is because, as I've already said to you, I strongly believe that the market cycle, the Bitcoin market cycle, has not topped out yet, because according to this Jesse Livermore speculative chart, if you are aware, before an actual parabolic scenario happens, price usually finds itself inside this accumulation cylinder with widening mouth. And if you look at this accumulation cylinder, once the price finds a proper support around this 0.7 area, there will be a new price breakout type of scenario, just like as shown in example, before an actual trend reversal starts appearing. And if you look at this one example that I'm going to show you right now for Bitcoin price action, you will be shocked, guys. So guys, now before we look into this 2021 price structure, right, I want to show you a similar scenario that unfolded in 2017 before we had this actual, the final parabolic move, right, playing out. The price also formed this accumulation cylinder, just like as shown in example. As soon as the price also broke out of this upper line area, the resistance line, you can see here, right, we came back to retest it. We had this final parabolic move, just like as shown in example, 0.8, 0.9, 0.10, before an actual price correction started appearing. You can see a final move in this manner, right, and then an actual trend reversal happened, right? So now what I am going to do is I am going to show you this exact scenario also playing out in our case. So if you look at this Bitcoin price action now and look at this ascending broadening wedge, or also known as accumulation cylinder with widening mouth from Jesse Livermore. According to the Jesse Livermore, you can see 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 with each and every retracement, each and every support. Right now, the price of Bitcoin could be approaching around this 0.7 area, and if we are going to stay above this line, right, and also break out of this falling channel or descending channel, the upper line area, then I am strongly believing the price of Bitcoin could be starting this new final move, the parabolic move, while everyone is waiting before an actual trend reversal starts appearing. Because once the upper line resistance is going to be broken, right, and also price actually finds a proper support above this 53,000 54,000 range, then I strongly believe that we could be starting this new price movement here to the upper direction before an actual trend reversal starts taking place for Bitcoin. So as you can see, this accumulation cylinder is also going to play out as long as the price of Bitcoin is going to remain over this 53,000 area. So these are some of the interesting scenario I thought sharing with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, guys, then come on, hit that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. By saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.